Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the life of a true global icon. A woman who didn't just break the mold, but completely reinvented it. We're talking about the one and only Rihanna. But this isn't just about the chart-topping hits and the billion-dollar empire. This is the story of Rihanna Fenty, a girl from a small island who dreamed bigger than the sky. Our story begins on February 20th, 1988, in St. Michael, Barbados. Life wasn't always glamorous. Rihanna grew up in a modest three-bedroom bungalow with her two brothers, Rory and Rajed. Her childhood was marked by her father's struggles with addiction, which strained her parents' marriage and deeply affected her. She developed intense headaches as a child, a physical manifestation of the stress at home. To cope, she turned to music. It was her sanctuary, her escape. She would sing along to legends like Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, and Bob Marley, whose music filled her home and her heart. Even as a young girl, there was something special about her voice, a unique quality that made people stop and listen. By the time she was a teenager, she formed a musical trio with two of her classmates. They weren't just singing for fun. They had ambition, and as fate would have it, their big break was just around the corner, arriving in the most unexpected way. In 2003, American record producer Evan Rogers was vacationing in Barbados with his wife, who was from the island. A mutual friend of Rihanna's group arranged an audition. The moment Rihanna walked into the room and started to sing, Rogers knew he was in the presence of a star. He famously said, "The minute Rihanna walked into the room, it was like the other two girls didn't exist." It was a tough decision, but Rihanna knew this was her chance. She chose to pursue a solo career, a move that would change her life forever. At just 16 years old, she left her home, her friends, and everything she knew behind to move to the United States with Rogers and his wife. It was a huge leap of faith. They spent the next year working tirelessly, recording a 4-song demo that showcased her incredible talent. That demo included a track that would become her first massive hit, Fenty Replay. The demo was sent out to various record labels, but it was one legendary figure who immediately saw the potential: Jay-Z, the newly appointed CEO of Def Jam Recordings. He was so impressed that he invited her to audition in person. Picture this: a young, nervous, but determined Rihanna singing for one of the biggest names in music history. She performed Whitney Houston's For the Love of You and her own tracks, Fenty Replay and Last Time. Jay-Z was blown away. He was so convinced of her star power that he reportedly wouldn't let her leave the building until she signed a contract. And just like that, at 3am, a 6-album record deal was signed, and Rihanna's journey to global superstardom officially began. Her debut album, Music of the Sun, was released in 2005. Led by the infectious, dancehall-infused Fenty Replay, the album was an instant success. The single soared to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, and suddenly, the girl from Barbados was a household name. But Def Jam didn't want to lose momentum. Less than 8 months later, she dropped her second album, A Girl Like Me. This album gave us the unforgettable #1 hit, SOS, which sampled Soft Cell's Tainted Love. It proved Rihanna wasn't a one-hit wonder. She was a certified hitmaker. But 2007 was the year everything changed. This was the year of Good Girl Gone Bad. Rihanna shed her innocent, girl-next-door image and embraced a new, edgy, and confident persona. She chopped off her hair, dyed it black, and stepped out as a full-fledged fashion icon. The album was a masterpiece of pop perfection, spawning a jaw-dropping string of hits: Umbrella, Don't Stop the Music, Shut Up and Drive, and Hate That I Love You. Umbrella, featuring Jay-Z, became a cultural phenomenon. It was #1 in the UK for 10 consecutive weeks and earned Rihanna her first Grammy Award. She wasn't just a pop star anymore. She was a global force. With each new album, Rihanna continued to evolve. Rated R was a darker, more introspective look into her life following a highly publicized domestic violence incident. It was raw, honest, and powerful, producing hits like Rude Boy. Then came Loud, a vibrant, fun, and unapologetic return to pop, giving us anthems like Only Girl in the World and What's My Name. Talk the Talk continued the momentum with the worldwide smash, You Found Love, a collaboration with Calvin Harris that became one of the best-selling singles of all time. By this point, Rihanna was on top of the world. Her 2012 album Unapologetic earned her another Grammy for Best Urban Contemporary Album, and the lead single, Diamonds became her 12th #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100. It seemed like she could do no wrong. She had conquered the music world, but Rihanna's ambition knew no bounds. Hey guys, just want to jump in for a second. If you're enjoying this story of how a determined girl from Barbados became a global icon, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We put a lot of love into these deep dives, and your support means we can keep bringing you more stories about the artists and innovators who shape our world. Plus, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Alright, let's get back to it. After Unapologetic, Rihanna took a step back from the relentless album cycle. She had conquered music, but now she was ready to build an empire. She had always been a style icon, turning heads on every red carpet. So, it was a natural next step for her to venture into the world of fashion and beauty. In 2014, she became the creative director for Puma, launching the Fenty x Puma collaboration. The line was an immediate sellout success, proving that the Rihanna touch was pure gold. But her most revolutionary business venture was yet to come. In 2017, she launched Fenty Beauty. This wasn't just another celebrity makeup line. It was a game changer. With its groundbreaking launch of 40 different foundation shades, Fenty Beauty championed inclusivity in an industry that had long underserved people of color. The message was clear: beauty is for everyone. The Fenty effect was born, forcing other major brands to expand their own shade ranges. The line was an instant commercial and critical success, generating hundreds of millions of dollars in its first year. As if that wasn't enough, in 2018, she launched Savage x Fenty, a lingerie brand designed to celebrate all body types. The brand's fashion shows became legendary, featuring models of all shapes, sizes, colors, and backgrounds, further cementing Rihanna's status as a champion for diversity and body positivity. She wasn't just selling products. She was selling confidence and empowerment. Through these ventures, Rihanna became a billionaire, officially recognized by Forbes as the wealthiest female musician in the world. But it's crucial to remember that her success isn't just about the money. It's about the impact. She used her platform to challenge industry norms and create spaces where people who felt unseen could finally feel represented and celebrated. While building her business empire, her music never completely faded into the background. In 2016, she released her 8th studio album, Anti. It was a departure from her previous work, more experimental, personal, and artistically daring. It gave us the sultry hit Work, but the album as a whole was a statement. It showed an artist who was no longer chasing trends but setting them, making music on her own terms. Fans have been eagerly awaiting new music ever since, a testament to her enduring impact as a musician. Beyond the music and the business, there's Rihanna the philanthropist. In 2012, she founded the Clara Lionel Foundation, named in honor of her grandparents, Clara and Lionel Braithwaite. The foundation supports and funds groundbreaking education and emergency response programs around the world. When natural disasters strike, her foundation is often one of the first to provide aid. She has used her immense wealth and influence to make a real, tangible difference in people's lives, earning her Harvard University's Humanitarian of the Year award in 2017. In recent years, we've seen yet another evolution of Rihanna, the mother. Her relationship with rapper A$AP Rocky and the birth of their two sons have shown the world a softer, more personal side of the superstar. Her iconic maternity style challenged conventions and celebrated pregnancy as a beautiful and powerful state of being. Her Super Bowl LVI halftime performance in 2023 was a masterclass in stage presence, a powerful celebration of her incredible catalogue of hits, all while pregnant with her second child. It was a moment that reminded everyone that Rihanna is, and always will be, a force of nature. From a little girl singing in her bungalow in Barbados to a billionaire business mogul, Grammy-winning artist, and cultural trailblazer, Rihanna's story is the ultimate testament to the power of self-belief, hard work, and an unapologetic vision. She didn't just find a place in the industry. She remade the industry in her own image. She taught us that you don't have to choose between being a musician, a business person, a fashion icon, or a philanthropist. You can be all of it. Her journey is a powerful reminder that it doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is the size of your dreams and the courage to chase them relentlessly. Rihanna Fenty didn't just wish upon a star. She became one. Thank you so much for watching. What's your favorite Rihanna song or Fenty product? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, Please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories like this one. We'll see you in the next video.